What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
And today we're back at it, talking to you guys and answering questions on another spine-tingling episode of For the Greater War.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get those questions first. That's what Darian Withington has done. Can the Emperor be healed by other means than dying and coming back to life due to the perpetual perk?
For sure, there's tons of ways to bring back the Emperor. I think dying would be the easiest one, but also the most threatening for the Imperium. I'm scared.
As the house shakes.
Yeah, it is thundering outside. But yeah, so if the Emperor does die and come back via his perpetualness, we don't know how long this will take. When he dies, the demons of the warp will come pouring into Terra, and there's going to be a huge, bloodbath.
Yeah.
So the other ways to heal him could be through the means of another god, a goddess for that matter, Isha.
Yeah.
Isha is like the goddess of like rebirth. We've already seen the Imperium work alongside the Eldar with like the whole 13th Black Crusade and the resurrection of Gilliman and whatnot. So it's not to say that an alliance between the Eldari and the Imperium to bring back the Emperor or to bring back Isha to then bring back the Emperor could not happen. It's definitely there.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of ways too that like the Inquisition has tried to do this, and there's entire orders dedicated to it, or not even orders, but like factions, like the Horasians, I think they're called.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like different sects within that sect. So like it's just like bringing back the Emperor is one of like those major things that most Imperial, or no, I would even say, yeah, Imperial factions want to do.
Yeah, but like you were saying earlier, like we just need to bring in like a Mexican mom, get some vapor rub
on the Emperor's chest, on the bottom of his foot. I've seen some people put it on their like their mustache.
Yeah, if they have a mustache.
The Emperor has a mustache.
He's gotta.
Yeah, he can grow one.
Just and then they do the little chant, the sana sana colita de rana.
Something something, sino something something.
But they gotta play like La Chona in the background. There's gotta be kids running around, a piñata. There's like a quinceañera going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Emperor will come and join the festivities.
Maybe. Or he'll be a grumpy old man and just sit in the corner with all the men.
Yeah, drinking his micheladas.
Micheladas. Next question comes from Daniel Trujillo. At what time you guys decide to paint your own miniatures, and which brand of paint do you use? Love the show. Best regards. At what time do you guys decide to paint your miniatures?
Usually like 3:30.
Yeah. Every day.
Yeah, every day.
I wish I had that structure.
Yeah.
I do not.
No. The last time I painted a miniature was back in 5th edition, and that was my first Tau army. And the reason why I painted it is because, you're brand new into the hobby and you want to like play the game and whatnot. So you're like eager to make these minis look cool. And then you realize you're not as good as these experts.
Yeah.
And then it's like the candlelight dims.
And then you want to stop playing and then you throw everything away. And
then you get seller's remorse.
Yeah. Because you sold something that's worth a lot now.
Yeah.
Damn.
My soul. But yeah, I don't really do too much painting nowadays. Usually I commission it or I find it pre-painted on eBay.
I paint using tester paints, and I really like the GW washes.
Yeah, so known oil is gold.
Yeah,
that's what's keeping GW afloat.
It is basically.
But if you're first starting into the hobby, just buy those cheap like dollar paints at Walmart just to kind of like get you started, and once you feel comfortable enough, then get the higher end paints because GW paints are expensive.
They are.
Those little pots, yeah, they are not cheap.
They are.
This next one is by Silver Breeze. Novels and codices are the base part of 40K, but what's your opinion about the other media, like the games, the movies, RPGs, etc.?
No, it's expanding a lot more, and yes, we are getting more fluff, especially with all the video games.
Yes.
So yeah, I like it. And it's not like the old school Dawn of War where like the Raven Guard or the Blood Ravens were like, and then they didn't really want to make them canon, but like, no, like they're legit.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing more branches. Like there's Monopoly 40K. So it's definitely becoming more mainstream. People are starting to hear, and like newer people are starting to get into the game. So that's good. Because obviously the more people that get into it, the more revenue GW makes, the more stuff that comes out for us players.
Yeah.
So at least that's what I say. Yeah. People have different opinions.
Next question comes from Waves. What would happen? Yeah, what would happen if a space marine dies in battle and a guardsman picks up his weapon? Is it forbidden, and what are the consequences?
I mean, first of all, I don't think a guardsman can pick up a bolter. That thing's heavy.
Yeah, it's been said that like if a regular human pulls the trigger on a bolter, his entire body is just gonna discombobulate.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, discombobulate more often than hurt.
Yeah, you just see him go. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's like the percolator song, just like that inside his body.
Yep.
It's time for the percolate. But yeah, it's also a holy relic, so it's like you usually don't touch that type of thing because it'd be like a sacrilegious thing.
Yeah. The latest a started getting ready video or trailer by GW shows how like the size of a bolter compared to a normal surf, which would be like an average human now, it's ridiculous. Like he has to use two hands to lift up the bolter. So yeah, it's insane.
It is insane.
Unless you're Commissar Yarrick.
Yeah, this guy can do anything.
Yeah. Next question.
This one is by WAAAGH. Are there any scams in the 40K universe, like the Nigerian prince emails, car insurance fraud, OnlyFans, lotteries, etc.?
Chaos.
Yeah.
They want your soul. They're going to promise you all of these like amazing things, and then they're not going to.
Yeah. It's like, look at this Chaos Space Marine. He got horns. This one got wings. That one can spit acid. And then there's Jerry, who's a freaking Chaos spawn.
Yeah.
You got too many boons.
Yeah. But that would never happen to you.
No,
you're fine.
Yeah, don't look at Jerry.
And then, boom. I try to do my salesman voice. I got it. This one comes from Ewan Armstrong. What Primarch do you think GW will bring out next?
I'm still hoping it's the Lion. Even though that's not what I want, that's probably what's going to happen. I want Sanguinius to come out.
Yeah. I hope that, one of the most surprising and badass things that GW could do, which means that they're not going to do it, is bring back Ferrus Manus somehow. It's like a dreadnought or something.
Yeah.
And or maybe even one of the clones that Trazen the Infinite has. Or no.
Fabius Bile.
Fabius Bile. Yeah.
Trazian the Infinite supposedly has a
giant
in golden armor, which I think was confirmed to be a custody.
Yeah. Next question.
This one's by Don Krill. If the Empire of Man were to form an alliance with any other faction, what is the most obvious choice?
Tau, because they're easily manipulated. Eldar would be very difficult because they seem very wishy-washy. Nids you can't, Orcs you can't, Dark Eldar you can't. That's it.
Yeah. I was gonna say Necrons, but not really.
No, they kind of had a truce. The
Yeah.
Blood Angels and the Necrons had a truce to fight the Tyranids, but then you found out that the Necrons were just doing that because they wanted the Imperium to deplete their resources.
This one's by, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Hameha Pawe. Which races do the Chaos Gods prefer and why? What do they use for soldiers, for slaves, for food, etc.?
Humans?
Yeah, when it comes to chaos, it's pretty much humans, or at least that's the only thing we kind of see. It's very rarely when we get a chaos-infused Tau, or a chaos Eldari, or a chaos Tyranids, or anything like that.
Yeah. The one thing I would say, though, is that Eldar souls are delicacies.
They are.
So it's Yeah.
And Tau have a very minute presence in the warp, which is why they can't really... Well, they do get possessed and stuff like that, but it's why pass up a crumb when you have that delicacy of an Eldar?
Yeah, they're like jicama. They don't really taste like anything.
Jicama? You gotta put some tajin and limon.
Yeah, but you can't because they're Tau. Next question comes from Hardbass Doge. Could Tau and humans interbreed with each other? No.
No, but I think you should talk to Wes Themes because he's been thinking about them thick Tau. That's what he said.
Yeah, you could, but you can't produce an offspring.
Where there's a will, there's often a way.
Where there's, what was our old catchphrase? Where there's a hole, never mind.
This one's by Tin Man. Can rogue traders use xenotechnology? And if so, is there an admech who often joins them to be able to dabble in xenotech? And would that be okay, or is that still heresy?
Yeah, so I think his name's Arkham something.
Sounds right.
Yeah, he's somebody that really wants to experiment with xenotechnology, and he usually like gets together with rogue traders. The latest one, I think it was the rogue trader where it was the box set that they were fighting Nurgle stuff. I don't.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
The bad guys, the Nurgles guys, look really cartoony.
Yeah, they're at first you look cool, then you see their heads, and it's like nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
that one.
But yeah, usually rogue traders, like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can't do whatever they want because, like, they're above the law. They just know that they're not going to get caught. And there's not that many people that would actually stand up to a rogue trader. You got to remember that when they land on a planet, like, they're usually not they don't have to abide by the rules of the planet. They have to abide by the rules of the Imperium.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people that check the rules of the Imperium is really the Inquisition.
Inquisition, yeah.
So it's scary.
And the Inquisition has other things to take care of instead of messing with rogue traders.
Right, yeah.
You would think.
Pesky bees. And then this is the last question by Luke's Art. Y'all still do giveaways? No, we haven't done a giveaway in a really long time.
Yeah. Probably because we haven't played the game and we haven't been to a store in such a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah.
But that might come back maybe in the future.
Mm-hmm.
A ver qué pasa.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if we did do giveaways. What would you guys really like want? Like, is there a set that you need some paints, signed minis that you're just gonna paint over it? So what does it matter if they're signed?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Those were the questions for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any other suggestions, any other questions, comment down in the comment section below, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah. This has been the Sound Alchemist,
Gersh1.
and we are out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.